Morning, YouTubers. Welcome to part 656,212 of the record build. I've been building this since before I graduated high school, it feels like, and I'm about 200 years old. So, been on this a while. Anyway, we'll get it. Today's lesson, children and old children, is how not to do body work. This is a cab corner, slip over replacement panel. They're straight from some grass hut in Taiwan probably, or China. And I'm sure they put it on with the bed on the truck, and which is not that uncommon, but it's not the right way to put them on. They welded a little bit over here and then said, oh, we'll run a self-tapping screw in the back and let the poor guy worry about this later when water gets in it, which is what happened. It cracked clear across there. So I had to grind the rust out of it. And then for whatever reason, there was a dent here and they've cracked it. It was cracked. So I would normally stud weld this, pull it out some. It's so close to that window, I'm afraid to crack the back glass. So I'll probably just do the same thing they did. Throw the filler to it and hope for the best. Anyway, I'll show you what I did to the other side. It's sort of kind of repaired it. About the only thing you can do with it after the fact. When I put those on, I've got a hole punch flanging tool that I will punch several holes along here and weld them shut and grind them smooth. Anyway, they did neither here. But I just put a series of tacks on it and then ground them down so it's secure now. It won't crack the filler again. When there's nothing there to hold the filler or the metal from flexing, it's going to crack. That's the way it is. So they took the time to spread Bondo back there and half-ass sand it, but they didn't take the time to weld it. So, and you can usually scoot the bed back a little ways and get to that. But anyway, then there was a dent here. They sent that thing full of putty too, and it was cracked. Still got some cracking here. You got to grind out. But that's what I'm doing on the bodywork. And the only reason I'm doing that is because the bed, once I start building it, it's going to be wider than the cab, and it's going to be in the way whenever I go to do this. So I'll probably fix all the bodywork on the back here and spray some color on the back of the cab before I get pretty final on building this wrecker bed. I'm going to have some big wide toolboxes, and also I've fixed put a cross member across here like I said I was going to. Run this big beefy 5-inch channel down, welded it to the mount. Got all this tied into the frame now. I don't think you're gonna move the carrier bearing, so it's gonna be okay. I don't think you'll move that. I did grind some more of the frame, or scale it rather, and then another thing, what not to do is, see that air hose right there? I've had that air hose since Jesus was a boy, and it's straight Cummins Industrial from one of those tool sales, same as Harbor Freight junk. Anyway, here's a new one to replace it because someone decided to blow hot sparks all over that one and blow it out for about the 15th time. So, and of course it happened right in the middle. So if I repair it, it'll be about 13 inches long. So broke out the brand new $15 air hose or whatever it is. See how long it takes me to burn it up. Anyway, that's where we're at today. The L arms are slid down in their little holders, just to see how they fit. I'm getting ready to knock these tabs off the frame. Those were welded on there, just spotted on, so I could set my channel iron on here and mark the profile of that frame rail so I could trace it out and cut it back when I first did that. So those are the reason those are on there. Getting ready to knock them off, and we'll go from there. If I get any Bondo spread or anything else done, I'll put it on here later. So anybody interested, I appreciate you watching. And I had a question this morning about what kind of pump was on this truck, and it's a Tyrone pump by Dana, and I couldn't find any numbers or anything that I could legibly see. It was on the old wrecker, on the old GMC over there, and it worked good. I just took it off and I made the brackets, and that's in one of those videos back in the early days of this build. So hope that helps whoever. I know Northern Hydraulics sells a pump similar to it that I've used one time, and on a wrecker, and it did just fine. I got the biggest one they had, and it was on a Chevrolet, 91 Chevrolet, and it did fine. So the thing you have to do is always put your warning light on the dash, because if you don't drive it, I guarantee you somebody will call you, oh, this thing is acting weird. Well, it's because they've run the pump all day, especially got to idle up on it. I've had guys call me, oh, this truck's idling too fast. Well, that's because you run the pump's on. So I put a big light in the cab, helps you remind yourself, plus any other goofus that might be driving your truck. So anyway, still haven't got to that, the freewheel lever, but we'll get on that here later. We want to get the kind of build it from the bottom up. Don't want to build on top of stuff that you got to take back off to repair it. So I think that's the only thing that's noteworthy that we've done this morning. It's supposed to rain here today. Got partly cloudy skies. I'm not going to complain because it is close to t-shirt weather here in Ohio. So hope everybody's having a good day and staying away from the corona. So the virus too. So have a good day. Thanks.